So I already applied face lotion to my skin, so now I'm just going to apply Urban Decay Primer Potion onto my lids. And a little goes a long way with this. This primer is very creamy, so I don't feel like I have to apply that much because it really does a really good job at spreading. And I'm going to do my eyeliner next. So I use a gel eyeliner because not only is it waterproof, but it also stays matte, and that is very important to me. So I always start off with small strokes because it's easier to add more eyeliner, but harder to take away. And I just draw a little line and then I connect it to the middle of my eye. And then I go in and connect it to the middle. Notice that I'm not pulling on my skin. I just kind of like to place my hands here as a nice support. My elbows are actually on my desk, so I'm not moving too much because I do have shaky hands, so this kind of helps keep that support. So this is what I have so far, and all I did was fill it in afterward. And I actually like to go a little bit bigger, so I'm going to keep adjusting this until I kind of like it. So you see these gaps underneath? That is why it's very important to tightline. And what tightlining is, it's basically just coloring in between the lashes. And try to go in one direction. So I really like how this eye came out. So now the tricky part, to match the other eye. So I'm just going to start off very small. Just like that, very tiny. And then connect it to the middle of the eye, like I did the last time. And then from the middle, from the inside to the middle, just connect it. So once you start extending your wing, this is when you want to like draw a little bit, stop, look at yourself, draw a little bit, stop, and look at yourself, because you really want to make sure that this is the part that ends up lining up very nicely. So I think they are perfectly matched up, and I'm really proud of myself because this normally never works out that great when I'm filming. So I am just going to tightline this eye now because I forgot to do that. So now I'm just going to apply some eyeshadow underneath my eyes, and the reason for that is I just think it creates more of a balanced look. I don't like to be too top heavy and not have, enough support underneath. And I'm deciding if I want to go gray or brown. I think I'm going to go gray. So I'm going to use my Kat Von D's Shade and Light Eye Contour Palette. And I'm going to use this dark gray color right here. And sometimes I go gray, sometimes I go brown. Just depends on my mood. And I'm just going to lightly apply it, focusing more of it on the outer corners because you want to go heavier on this side of the eye than on the inner parts of your eye. Okay, I think I'm done. And then I'm going to take this nice cream shade right here, right next to the gray, and just apply this towards the inner eye to help brighten up the inner corners, and also to help blend out some of the dark gray that might have gotten a little bit too far towards the inner corners. Okay, so now here is my favorite part. So I'm using Boudoir by House of Lashes. These are probably my favorite eyelashes. For everyday use, I either go with Boudoir or with Temptress. And honestly, they're both my favorite for different reasons, but today I'm gonna go with Boudoir. I'm just in a Boudoir mood today. So after I apply them, I kind of like to, push them up and mold them more to my eye shape. And you're going to see the glue at first, but trust me, it does dry. I know a lot of people use tweezers, but I find them kind of difficult to use. I mean, I suppose I could use them, but I don't know. I'm just very comfortable with managing my lashes with my fingers. So after I apply my lashes, my eyes are going to feel a lot more heavy at the top. So I'm just going to apply a little bit more gray down below just to even them out. So we're gonna come back to the eyes in a second after the glue is finished drying. But first, foundation. I am pretty lazy when it comes to foundation. Not gonna lie, I just like using my powder foundation. So I'm using my Too Faced Cocoa Powder Foundation in the shade Medium. And I'm using my Bare Minerals brush, and it's just like a flat top brush. And I'm just going to be applying it all over my face. So the main reason why I use powder foundation is not only is it just faster to apply, but I feel like it looks more natural. And when you apply liquid foundation, you have to apply a pressed powder on top anyway, so that it will set your foundation and it won't crease. So I just feel like I'm saving myself a step. Okay, so if I look different, the only thing I did was put my hair up. Okay, so now I'm going to highlight under the eyes, and I'm going to use my Bare Minerals concealer, and this color is Summer Bisque 2B. And this is kind of a weird method, but I'm going to use my finger to apply it underneath my eye. So I'm just going to apply it like this. And I'm just going to use just a random little brush and the center of the forehead and between the eyebrows a little bit and down the bridge of your nose, Cupid's bow, and chin. Just a little bit. That's it. So right now my favorite bronzer is my Rimmel Natural waterproof bronzing powder in the color Sun Bronze, and I literally just read the whole thing out for you guys. And with my favorite contour brush, I'm just going to apply just a little bit, and we're going to apply it right in the hollows of your cheeks to make your cheekbones lift up. Apply a very little amount right around my forehead, just a little bit on my chin, my jawline, and just a little bit on my nose. And lastly, my blush. Actually, not lastly, we still have to fix the eyes, brows, and lipstick. But almost lastly, and this is Model Cosmetics in Peach Bellini blush. Look at this piece of hair right here. What are you doing? And now I'm just going to use my NARS Shimmer Highlighter, which is this beautiful color right here. I'm going to use the same blush as earlier. I'm going to just wipe off the concealer excess and just apply this to the high points of my face. Now this is not supposed to be a shimmer brush. It's supposed to be a contour brush, but it sucks at being a contour brush, so I gave it a new purpose. And I only apply just a little bit on the tip of my nose. Look how pretty! So for my eyebrows, I'm using my Anastasia Brow Powder Duo in, oops, this is the wrong one, in Ebony. And I'm going to be using the lighter of the two darker colors. And I'm going to be using my brush also by Anastasia. I like to give myself a little bit more of an arch than what I naturally have. And I make sure that I have as little product as possible when I go in for the inner part, and then I just kind of swoop it back And that is one eyebrow. And I know people are always like, your eyebrows are sisters, not twins. But I always thought twins were sisters, so I'm gonna try to make mine look as twinly as possible. So you guys are about to witness my most favorite lipstick color of all time. It's actually not even a lipstick, it's a lip liner, but I do put lipstick on top. This is Whirl by MAC, and this is the same color, just the lipstick form of it. This is Whirl by MAC as well. And then I just use my liner to fill in the rest of my lips. So I could just leave it like this, but I'm just going to apply the lipstick on top, which is the same color. And the only reason I even bother doing it is because I noticed that the color lasts the whole day. Lastly, I almost forgot about this. We need to fix the eyes. I am just going to grab my eyeliner from before, and even though it dries clear, it does dry a little shiny. So you definitely want to mattify that. And the last thing is mascara. Only a little bit, just enough to blend your natural eyelashes with your eyelashes together. Done. Just put everything down. Just stop. Done. I promise. This is it. That's the last step. Look how messy my vanity always ends up looking. I just have a really bad habit of just taking things out and not putting them back. So that's the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This video actually started off as a Valentine's Day makeup tutorial, but I have been trying to revamp my whole channel, and I've been trying to make it more real to my style. And I was going to do the Valentine's Day makeup video, but then I just realized, like, you know what, I'm not really in the mood for it. I kind of just want to do my everyday makeup. And you know, the whole reason I started YouTube was because I wanted to have fun with it. So I just decided to do something that I wanted to do for once. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. If you have any suggestions, leave them down for me in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.